Just got a couple of questions I'd like to ask you. Is that alright?
No.
No?
No.
So if you were to stop me on the street, you'd have me believe that I'm obliged to answer your questions.
Where I'm concerned, yeah. Where you're concerned, no.
But what about equality over law?
Uh,
Do you not know what that is?
just carry on with your self.
This is what my plan was today.
All right.
Well, I'm trying to ask you a couple of questions. As a public servant, you should be obliged to answer my questions.
No, I shouldn't be obliged.
Well, you're a public servant, paid with taxpayers' money. I am a taxpayer. So you should answer my questions.
If you want any questions from us, go and see the press office at the local council.
I'd rather just speak to you on the street.
Well, I can't do it.
Why not?
I've just told you why not.
If I was to throw a piece of paper on the floor, you want to speak to me about it, wouldn't you?
That's different.
What if I paid you?
No.
No, not even if I paid you.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not
That's more than you get an hour off the police. I'll pay you £10 for one question. Where are you going?
I am moving away.
But why?
If you want to find somebody else to talk to, you go.
I've been speaking to you all day. I've been recording you all day. I'd just like to know where you're going, officer. I've got a couple of questions to ask you. I'm trying to ask you. I'm trying to do your job for you, officer. Where are you going?
I told you where to go. If you want to speak to one of us,
I want to speak to you.
if you want to speak to one
I
of us,
want to speak to you.
go and get in
If
touch
you used
with
to stop me on the
press
street, you'd have me believe I'm obliged to answer your questions when I'm not. So therefore, you should be obliged to answer my questions. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, officer?
Yeah.
Community support officer 9952.
I am not a community support officer.
Alright. Community protection of Nottingham City Council. Basically, you're a glorified traffic warden then, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I just wanted to know if you know the difference between statute and law. Is that another no?
Enough to keep us.
You don't know
work.
enough. Enough to keep you in work. Enough to keep you robbing the innocent people of this country. You're not going to answer my questions then,
No.
officer? No.
No.
That's cowardice, officer. That's
No, it's
cowardice.
not.
It is. It's cowardly.
There is a press office if you want any.
I'm not interested in the press office. It's all propaganda.
You're not impressed with the press office. You're not impressed with what.
I want to know what you've got to say as an officer on the beat. A
Nothing.
community protection.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
But that's not right. You should be obliged to answer my questions. I'm trying to ask you a question whether you know the difference between statute and law, and you can't answer me.
Not that I can't answer you. I don't want to answer you.
Because you can't answer me. You can't
Yes,
give me.
I can.
You can't give me a correct answer, and you know it. And you know that I know the correct answer, so you just refuse to answer my question and walk up, which is totally out of order.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You just carry on. I can walk around town with you all day, mate. I don't mind. You get paid, I don't. I will. That's fine. Until you answer my question, mate, I'm not leaving. You know the difference between a statute and a law? Officer 9952. No? You know the difference between a statute and a law? I'll ask you again.
I can ask all day long.
Do you know the difference between a statute and a law? No? Do you know the difference between a statute and a law? This is what you're going to get from public servants, corporate officers trying to rape and pillage our money off us. You refuse to answer my question then, sir?
I do.
Can I ask why you refuse to answer my question?
Because we have a press office for questions to be answered like that.
But at the end of the day, you're paid with taxpayers' money. I am a taxpayer, so therefore I want to know. If you used to stop me on the street, you would have me believe that I'm obliged to answer your questions, which I am not. So, I'm stopping you in the street, and all you can do is walk off. If I walk off from you, you'll try and get the police down here to detain me.
I am not walking away from you.
You are
I'm
walking
doing
away
my
from me.
job.
What's your job then? You tell me your job. To corporately gain money by using statutes and acts is your job. Is it wrong? Am I wrong?
Ask the press office.
I don't need to ask the press office. I already know. I want to hear it from, I want to hear it from you.
Yeah, that's the one then.
That just goes to show you how fascist and how corporate this regime actually is. You're willing to admit that you work for a corporate fascist regime then, yeah? Sorry mate, I didn't mean to get you in there. No? You're not willing to answer any of my questions whatsoever?
Whatsoever.
Can I ask your name then please?
No.
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 But then if you ask me my name, you'd have me believe that I'm obliged to give you my name, my date of birth and my address. Is that not true?
You're doing it to the council, not to me.
I'm not giving it to nobody, mate. I'm not obliged to give nothing to anybody. Not a thing. Just the same way as you're not obliged to do anything that I say. But you would trick me and have me believe that I am. That's all right, I'll speak to him just the same.
What, man?
So I'm going to bother you because I can see how much it's affecting you.
It's not affecting me.
See how much otherwise you wouldn't have walked off.
I've got an area to control.
I like how you say patrol and not protect. Seeing as it's community protection, not community patrol. So what are you patrolling there, sir?
Looking for an area.
Looking for an area of what? People driving cigarettes and litter? Basically. Yeah, look, call for backup.
No need to.
Surely you do. Another corporate regime, look, banks. Jesus Christ. So you're not going to try and tell me this is an offence?
What? That's all you're playing me
Alright, that's alright. I'm bored of you now anyway. I think I'm going to go see the other